want to show you how to modify the side views and the top view in the background. So first of all, let's look at background. So snowy mountains was what popped up here. Let's say I'm not really in a snowy mountain area. I'm going to hit this BG button background, and I just want to go with some kind of generic sky background. So I choose a sunset. I can choose it to be in full color or faded even more, and I kind of like the faded. Now I want to look at the buildings themselves. They're pretty prominent in the view, and I don't want them to be so take up so much of the screen. So it shows here that I have 42 feet available is how wide that building is, and I'm showing 30 feet of it. I think I only want to show 10 feet of it. So I'm going to do that over there and on this side. So for existing conditions I have more than 10 feet, but I'm going to change that one. 97 feet is available. Let's see what the whole thing looks like at 97 feet. Okay, so this is more like a strip mall that has 2 rows of parking out in front. I can show that whole view when I print it or at any point when I work with it, but to be consistent with the other one I'm going to show it at 10 feet. So I've gone back to 30 feet temporarily and going to show you some of the options for moving things around. So let's say that I want to have some objects in front of the buildings. I can do that. I can move them sideways as well. I can move the building itself. So if the building doesn't show up quite where I wanted to, I can move the whole building. Going back to a 10-foot view of the buildings, another option here is this little house button that's black. If I click that, it creates a silhouette of the buildings so that discussion can focus more on the road and less on the actual buildings. Not all the building options have that, but if the house button shows up, then it is an option for that particular building style. Another thing you can do is increase or decrease the size of a building. So in this case it says this building style is available in 1-story buildings all the way up to 7-story buildings. So I'm going to make them go up to 6 and 7-story buildings. So now I've got really tall buildings, but I can't see the top of the buildings. So what I'm going to do is go back here to my street management dialog, and in here are some options for display height, manual or auto. So the auto is the default, and it selects how much of the sky to show based on the tallest object in the screen. So usually it's a tree or maybe a building, but in this case it's auto up to 43 feet of the 70 feet that are available given the height of the buildings. So I'm going to do manual in this case and just show 70, and now you can see that my view shows all the way up to 70 feet. So I've got a 6-story building on this side, a 7-story on that side, as kind of typical of the land uses that I hope will occur in the future here. So now I want to try to fit everything onto the same view. So instead of 70 feet view here, I'm going to just show 15 feet in this view. And then I also want to show 15 feet on the existing conditions view. 22 was the normal view, that was the height of the telephone pole. So if I just show 15, let's see what happens. So now I'm starting to be able to see both views at the same time. A quick note on zooming, I can zoom in really quite close if I would like to. So when it's fully zoomed in, you can see a lot of intricate detail in the view. And if you were to plot that out on a plotter sized paper, people would really be able to get the sense of what it is you're trying to do.